Man, I missed y'all boys, man. It's been it's been years, right? So I feel like so much has happened, and the world has been missing our opinions on shit. That's real. So without getting into shit too much, allow me to introduce the Lost for Words podcast. I'm Marcus. That's Black 10 Inch, and that's No ID. Bruh, how y'all been, man? Like, what y'all been up to in this little break we've had?
First,
I'm Blur of Lightning, by the way.
of
Mr. Blur?
of all the things that you said, there's one thing that I do want to address.
What's that?
Nobody give a damn about our opinion.
That's not true. That's not true. We've had comments saying, "Yo, please bring the pod back."
That is
Please,
true. That is true. But we do appreciate y'all.
for sure, for
But
sure.
we doing this because we need it.
Yeah, yeah.
We needed this. We needed to bring this back.
That's a fact.
We got opinions that we got to get out.
And yeah, we just been holding them in.
Yeah, and that's not good for our health. We're trying to get healthier. We're getting older. We're getting wiser.
Yep.
And we got some stuff, we got some energy that we need to let out. You know what I mean? So
What?
here
Exactly.
we are.
So what y'all been up to in this break? I was thinking about this morning. Like, since our last one, I've gotten my bachelor's degree, my master's degree, moved twice, gotten married, had COVID a bunch of times. I was a part of a wedding for the first time. I was in a wedding that I wasn't getting married in. You know what I'm saying? So like, so much shit has happened for me, like, since our last one.
You want to go first, Blur?
Well, I have some details about the life I've been going through, but I don't want to share them at the moment. I want to share them when that topic come up.
Okay.
But I've graduated too. No, I've got me some I never thought I would have. I got me a college diploma. You know, for somebody in my family that for someone in my family that never thought about school, or the people in my family that never went to school, went to college or anything. No, I'm proud to say that I got something to better my future. So that's what I've been going through.
That's what's up, man.
Yes, sir. Congratulations. So basically, y'all listening to three educated young black niggas, man.
Hey, hold up.
Man,
Not to step on your point, but I got my bachelor's and my master's, but at this point in time, I feel like those were like, I regret both of those decisions.
oh, we,
Like,
oh, yeah, we can talk about that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
School is not
Yeah,
the only portal to education, man.
fact.
And in many ways, school is a misguided path to education.
Yep.
But we did learn, whether we learned what we thought we was going to learn, or we learned from what we may now consider a mistake. We learned.
Yep. That's
So
true.
at the end of the day, we three educated young niggas. That's what we should have named the podcast. Three educated young niggas.
Three educated young niggas.
Or maybe just three educated niggas, because one day we're going to be old. But
Hey, speaking of niggas, I don't know if
oh, God.
look at that Segway King right here. So,
But other than that, we will have y'all lost for words. So stay tuned.
oh, believe that. Believe that. But yesterday was both of the fucking conference championship games, right?
Right.
And in the Kansas City game, Tony Romo was commentating, right? So I think it was Jerick McKinnon caught the pass. He, you know what I'm saying, juked. He was jukey. You know what I'm saying? Tony Romo said it's three defensive players trying to tackle him. And so, to me, that was a sign of like, yo, this man say the N word a bunch in his like private life. The way it could just like roll out in conversation in front of really the world. You know what I'm saying? Like he called himself, but how y'all feel about that?
I don't think he just said in private life. I think he said around anybody that he's cool with. So, I mean, like even football players that's black. I think he said
Me
period.
too. I believe that.
I I did when I was watching this live. I heard him say, like, I heard that slip up.
I missed it.
However, I'm not convinced that he was about to say nigga.
What could he have said? Because I was thinking too, like,
Well,
what?
that's the other problem. I can't think of anything else he could have been mixing that up with. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it's only so many words that start with, "Nyeh," you
And
know what I
in
mean?
that
So, like,
scenario, like,
yeah,
yeah.
so I don't
You
know if
said
I mean, it could have been like a Freudian slip type of deal. Um, when
Do
I
you think
heard
that
it,
though?
huh?
Do you think it was a Freudian slip?
I don't know. When I did hear it, I'm like, what? But also, y'all, I mean, I didn't think he was about to say it at the same time. Like, I don't think he used that word in private. Now, if I'm not caping for him, if you do, you know what I'm saying, that's an issue.
Bruh.
I'll be
And I
happy
can't
for
say
him.
if he does or he doesn't, but I don't know. I feel
Well,
like it would have been a bigger deal for me. Like, I didn't believe it when it happened. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have been way, I would have been way more like, I would have had something to say with it. Y'all know me. Y'all know I'm cancel king. So anything
exactly.
that I feel like got a problem that is an issue with my black people, I'm canceling you. But that didn't like stir up in me when I heard it.
So I actually got a question for y'all, right? So let's say, because you're right. We had this conversation a lot, like earlier, like in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Like you was quick to say, like, yo, if a white person say the N word, it's a rap for you. And my opinion was like, it's just a word, right? So like my question is, say Tony Romo did say nigga on TV, right? Um, fuck, like forget about the sponsorship and dollars and shit, because he probably will be fired. But like, would y'all want Tony Romo fired if he said nigga in that scenario?
Yes.
Well, first, can we? Is there any way we can play that snippet?
I don't know. If we
So the
can,
people that ain't seen it can see it.
if
Yeah,
we
that's a good
can
point.
play it, I'll put it here.
All right. Well, I don't think he should get fired. I won't want Tony Romo to get fired.
So even if he
And
said nigga, what if he said
if he said
ER?
it with the ER, you gone. No,
Okay.
that's just how I feel. But if you said it with the A at the end, I'm gonna feel like, look, you just hang around a lot of black people, and it just came up. So I ain't gonna doubt, I ain't gonna fault you for that. No, you can't lose your job for that, man.
Nah, I don't rock with that. I don't care if it's the ER. I don't care if it's the A. I don't care if it's the G. You just say nig. Or if you
Nick,
said niglet.
my Nick.
Or my nig. Don't even say
Oh
nig.
no,
Unless you're saying niche. Don't nah.
Niglet is
No.
way more offensive than nigga.
what if he said ninja?
I mean, I don't like it. I don't think it's cool because you're insinuating something.
Yeah,
That's just like you saying if
fudge.
you say to a woman a female dog or a pug, what's up,
Yeah.
pug? Like I know what you're
Yeah.
insinuating, so the disrespect is still there.
Or if you say, "Oh
But
fudge," we know what you mean. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly,
Like,
exactly.
yeah.
Like we couldn't do stuff like that growing up, like because you know what you're trying to say, basically.
But I feel like I wouldn't want I don't know. It sounds weird saying I wouldn't want him fired, but like the for the amount of like time he's been around black people, like it's hard to believe. So for me, I only want to cancel people if they're racist, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's how I feel.
yeah. So if you racist, you should get canceled. But if you say the N word, that don't necessarily mean you racist to me, bro. Like, you know?
Cause you know you got
Jew,
people.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, you got people that say we don't personally know Tony Romo, so we don't
No.
know if he's racist or anything.
Right.
But you have those people that wear their feelings on their emotions on their sleeves. So they let it right, they let it be known right out. You know, whether they're racist or they'll say something that's super racist, or they just even may give out the vibe that they're racist. But
Yeah.
Tony Romo don't give off none of that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of hard for me to be like, oh yeah, he gotta go.
We
Cause
also
that,
have
you know that
only
nigga racist.
we also have only seen him in a professional light though.
That's true.
We don't know what he like at home. He
Dion.
might get home and say, "Man, I can't believe I had to be in the locker room with them niggers." Like to his wife. You know what I'm saying? Like that's wild.
Exactly. You're right. That's right.
I
But
don't I don't care about none of that. I don't think the amount of time you spend with black people give you a pass. And I don't think just because I don't think you saying nigga makes you racist, but it is a racist action. And if you're not racist, you won't feel the need to use it and you will understand the life that the word lives. And dang, did I miss my point? Did I lose my point? Um, like you should. Oh, Jewish people don't care nothing about your intention. Like if I say blacks are the real Jews,
that's a
they got a
problem.
problem with that. That don't make me racist to Jewish people at all. It just means I believe that the blacks are the
We
real
was the
Jews.
first Israelites, right?
Do Jews care about that? I
Hey.
bet he'd be off the air then.
No, that's a fact. But
Um,
but I mean, you said
But
go ahead, Tay.
I got a question. No, and it might be a controversial question. I don't know. Um, wh- what if not just Tony Romo, any white person? What if they're just a product of their environment?
I was gonna actually touch on it because No ID said that if you're not racist, you don't have a reason to use the word. But like, it's a good word. That's why we use it still, nigga. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you want to say it. Like, it rolls right off your tongue, right? But like, I don't think that's because like, bro, you don't think all white people like if they listen to rap, you don't think they in the car and the N word come up and they not there's no one in the car with them. You don't think they saying it like along with the rap
But what?
song?
it's not that I don't think that. It's just I don't think it's cool.
Okay.
So you saying the same thing for the little white boy that grew up in a black neighborhood all his life,
Yes, you should
and
not be saying
all he knows is what he's been around?
the true way. Oh, this is perfect. The true way to judge somebody's character is to see how they act when nobody's watching.
Yeah.
So I just saw something that was talking about this that is perfect for this situation. When you go to the grocery store and you get a grocery cart, do you put the grocery cart up or do you leave it where it doesn't belong?
I push it in the cart
And,
corral. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
okay.
I'm 50-50 on that. If a cart thing by me, I push it to the cart thing. If it's too far, I leave it there.
If it's raining,
So,
I'll push that shit up on the curb and get in my car and get the fuck on.
so
Yeah.
this is like a psychological representation of how you are morally at your core. Because if you don't put the card up, they're not going to fine you. You're not going to go to jail. There's really no rule for you to put the card up, but we all understand that putting a card up is the right thing to do.
Well, no, they pay people to go come get the carts.
Yes, from where the carts belong.
That ain't. I'm pretty sure that's not in their job description. They probably that shit say go collect the carts.
I agree. I agree. I
Yeah,
agree.
but a place to go. It's not like the carts don't have nowhere to go. The carts have a proper place to go.
That's true.
We all know where the carts belong, and we all intrinsically know that we should put the cart back where we got it from. Now, yeah, okay, there are some scenarios where it's not, I guess, completely black and white, but at the end of the day, when you by yourself, are you gonna put the cart back or are you gonna leave the cart where it is? Like, and that's kind of the same thing. When you by yourself, are you gonna say nigga because you can get away with it? Or are you not gonna say it because you know it's not right, no matter how bad you want to say it? It's a lot of urges that people have that we know not right that we don't do.
Yeah.
Like you can't just do everything that you wanna do. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't do that.
But
I mean, I guess technically you can, but there are consequences for that.
but
But
even
I don't think that's cool.
even that person in the car that's alone, if they said the N word just because they know they can get away with it, don't make them a racist person.
Mm,
If
Why
they
not?
saying if they rapping and nigga come up and they say nigga along with the song, that don't make someone racist, bro.
I mean, but if you wouldn't say it anywhere else, why say it at all?
Well, you
It make you racially insensitive.
there's a reason niggas don't go around calling niggas the N word, especially in like where you could open carry states. You know what I'm saying?
But exactly, if you're not one to say it or in the presence of consequence, why would you say it in private?
So, do you think someone should lose their life for saying the N word?
No, I didn't. I
No.
never said that.
Okay,
But
so
they should get their ass slapped. They should get hit.
if they rapping
I mean,
my nigga, come on. If they rapping it, they should get hit.
Yes. Don't say it.
Okay.
Don't say it. Well, okay, all right. Prime example. We all have women in our lives, or
sir.
should I say significant others in our lives.
Wives.
Well, actually, this might be a bad example because of Blur, but we're gonna see. Would you call your wife a bitch in her face?
I won't call her that behind her back.
are we joking?
No, we been that. I was
No,
being serious.
I think he's talking
No.
about is him and his wife joking.
No,
Oh.
what I'm saying is, for example, they have TikTok videos where, if you do something and you see how your woman react, like
Yeah.
in a joking matter, maybe I would.
Yeah, in that manner, sure. But I mean, like, no, in
But
like a serious
like in a
context.
serious matter, I would never disrespect her to anyone like that.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, so would you call her a bitch in private?
No.
no,
Like you in the house by yourself, and she send you a text, and you just be like, "Bitch."
no.
Okay, so like,
No.
but if you did, and they found out, you deserve the consequence that you would have got if you did it in her face.
Depend on how they found out.
You thought they wasn't home. They overheard you.
So I'm walking around saying she's a bitch out loud. Like, I do
All
deserve
right,
it
let's
in
just
that
make
case.
a.
Like,
I'm making up a scenario, but this has never happened to me. I just want to preface this by saying this
Sure.
because I'm about to make a very detailed scenario.
Okay.
Say
that means having to one of us say.
no. Say she's like on the way home from work. She texts you. I don't know. She texts you. I need you to come get the groceries or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then you just be like, sick of this bitch. But you ain't know she was home, right? So she hear you. What should she do about that? The same thing that she would do if you get what I'm saying. Like your argument gonna be, I ain't know you. Like I wouldn't talk to you like that. Blah blah blah. But you said it while she was gone.
Right.
So that's what you think. I would never call my girl a bitch.
For no reason. You don't think it.
Nah. I mean,
Not even if she's acting like one, I still wouldn't.
Right.
nah.
It'll just be like,
Bitch never comes to my mind when I'm angry at my wife. I just be angry. Like I might be sick of this shit. Now I say that a lot. I'm sick of this shit.
Now there is some things that can be done where I call her more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like if you find out your wife cheated on you, you know what I'm saying? You gonna call her a bitch, right? A whore, all kinds of shit, right? Like
I probably still would. Like arguing with her, I'd be mad, but I probably not gonna call her. I would be like, you dirty bitch. Like,
no.
I'm gonna go in. I'm going
Yeah.
Tell that right now. You cheat on me, I am like that's one thing me and my fiance talk about all the time. If you plan on cheating on me, just leave me.
Yeah.
Don't even if you think about it, just leave me. Don't put me in that position.
Yeah.
Guess what? They never do. They cheat anyway.
Yeah.
You put me in that position, I'm telling you, you ain't gonna like me.
Hey, this is a question. Would y'all leave y'all girls if they cheated?
Yes,
Hold
I'm
on,
leaving.
before we go to that question, I want to
Well,
get
next
back to the
question. That was
point.
quick. That was easy.
Oh, yes, I'll answer that question. Yes, but I want to get back to the Tony Romo thing because I changed. I'm going to change my opinion about it.
Don't let
He's
him
he.
change your mind, man.
It's not even that. It's just while he was talking. He got me thinking about some other things like black people. In the past came up with a word for white people because they was calling them niggers, so they came up with cracker. All right, but you don't hear black people going around calling white people crackers.
It ain't the same though. We didn't have power over them. We didn't
It,
own
it, it
them. It's
I
a little different.
understand, but I understand that, but we can use it as a get back. We just choose not to.
Can we though? I don't think cracker is anywhere near, and we probably shouldn't be saying cracker right now. Well, actually, I can say it, but y'all shouldn't be saying it.
You want to say it with half your mouth? I did.
Yeah,
Hey. But you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't think cracker and the N word is like here.
yeah. But think about
Yeah.
this. Think about it's not the same. It's not the same at all. But imagine if a black person on TV like Shannon Sharp, what does Shannon Sharp call Skip a cracker? You think he have a job tomorrow?
No,
That's what I'm
no,
saying. So we don't just go out and saying things that we know that's wrong, and that'll get us to lose our job or anything. But white people seem to have no problem with it. They just say it.
bruh. I want to touch on that real quick too because when Skip said that shit about bruh that went to cardiac arrest, he didn't apologize, right?
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah.
So, but Shannon came on TV the next day after that Laker shit and apologized like he said something about the Jews, nigga. Like
Hmm.
that nigga gave a 5 minute apology, bro.
He
Like,
did. Yeah.
and for what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's talking shit at a game and defending himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't think that
Yeah. I
shit.
mean, I agree with you. I ain't feel like he did anything wrong, but no, that just his that's a personal thing. He felt like he did something wrong.
And
So
he chose
No,
to do that himself.
no, it's because we live in a white controlled society and system.
Yeah.
That's all that is. That's
No.
all that is. Why?
And that white man came down there and
I
said,
agree
"You
with
better
you.
apologize. Stop playing with me. You better go out there and apologize, nigga."
I mean, no, I agree that he knew he had to do it. Because if he didn't think he had to do it, he would have been like, he wouldn't have made no apology. He would just,
That's
hey, I
what,
did what I did. It is what it is.
it's just same thing with the whole Dana White thing. If a black man would have did that, they still be talking about it right now. They still talking about Deshaun
Oh,
Watson.
hold on, hold
They still
on,
Yeah.
talking
hold
about.
on, hold on. We not
Uh-oh.
no. We not gonna
See,
throw smut
see,
at Dana.
he
We not
on
gonna throw
ESPN
smut on Dana
payroll.
name. No,
He on
sir.
ESPN payroll. There were
Hey.
ESPN workers who got a memo saying they are not allowed to talk on that situation. Then you seen that one girl, I don't even know the girl name, caping for the man. Oh, well, she put her hands on him. They'll never do that for a black man. Talking about, oh,
Never.
she put her hands on him first. They don't care when it's a black man.
Hold
But
on.
it's Dana White who got a big statement and this whole UFC, all that kind of stuff. Now they caping for him. They protecting this man.
It's not caping, bro. It's not
Same way
caping.
they protect the white police. It's crazy. Y'all, and I think one of y'all mentioned this.
The
How quick we
Tyree
knew
Nichols.
how
Yeah.
quick we saw the pictures of all of the black officers involved, but the white officer was the one that was tasing. I ain't seen no picture of him.
Well,
Why?
he tried to tase him, but he didn't get it off. Bro ran. He
I
never
haven't seen
got
a
the
pic.
tase.
Well, I haven't seen a picture of him. Why?
He wasn't doing damage to bro. It was only black guys doing the damage to bro.
The point is, no, black people are quick to be thrown on the bus before, oh, we got to go through investigation and find out what happened. Oh no, ain't none of that. No, you guilty immediately.
Hold
And then
on.
we'll try to find out if you innocent after that.
Hold on. You can say I'm caving for Dana, right? But let me get this off, right? Deshaun Watson raped 25 women, bruh.
Rape
So we
too? Who said
or
that?
not
Who
rape,
said
not
he
rape,
did
not
that?
rape. Sexually assaulted. My
Allegedly.
bad. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
You right. You
Allegedly.
right. I ain't gonna try putting that on that man's name that he don't deserve.
Dana did beat his wife. It was video. He
He
slapped her
didn't. He didn't beat
up.
her. He didn't beat her.
What'd you call that?
He didn't
Would
beat
you do
her.
that to your wife? Would you do that to your wife?
Listen.
Would you
Listen.
do that to your wife?
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen. Hear me
I was
out.
just
Let him talk.
asking.
Let him talk.
Hear me out. Now, I get that like in this world that we was raised in, no matter what a woman does to us, we're not supposed to put our hands on her, right? But like, like,
I don't necessarily agree with that, but go ahead.
but like, women can't pick and choose like when they want equality, bruh. They can't say, "Yo, I want to be equal," like in every way, but then like you can hit a man and not expect like some retaliation. Like that's crazy to me, bruh. Like,
But
I,
as a
I,
man, you gotta you as a man supposed to have more control of your emotions.
yeah, I don't think
It's
that was
just
an
that simple.
emotional slap. That was a slap like, bitch, what are you doing? Like you embarrassing me right now. That was a
I
you're embarrassing me
agree.
slap.
That's
Like,
even worse. That's almost like control.
no, it's not. Don't slap me in public, bro. Like, I don't care what bruh. Like, so to answer your question, I wouldn't do that to my wife because my wife would never do that to me. Like, that's the answer to your question, bro. Like,
I agree that women should not be able to pick and choose. I get that. But we're not arguing about that's not the argument. The argument is
Debate.
why was Dana protected? Why are the whites protected, but the blacks aren't?
Dana's protected because okay. Now hear me. Follow this logic here. I know y'all not the
Ray
biggest
Rice.
UFC fans, but
Ray Rice, but go ahead.
that what Dana did cannot be compared to Ray Rice, nigga. Come on, he knocked her out cold. He knocked her out cold and
And
drug her out the elevator by her hair, bro. Chill out.
and if Dana did the same thing, he would get a pass.
You don't
I'm
think
just
Dana
saying.
had the power to knock that woman out?
How do you know he didn't try? Maybe he was just too
He
intoxicated to put his full strength in it.
That was an open hand. He hit her like this, bruh. He did that to her. But let me tell you why Dana get a pass. Because no one else can run the UFC like Dana White, right? And you know all this bullshit and all this shit, right? But the characters that's in the UFC, a lot of these niggas have hit women. A lot of these niggas have done shit that's like unsavory and shit. And Dana give them niggas another chance, bruh. Black, white, Mexican, whatever, bruh. So like to say that like one mistake should cost you everything. Like he even came out and said, "Yo, I shouldn't have did that shit," right? But she shouldn't have hit me either. Like you know what I'm saying? And that's a personal issue that happened in public, bruh. Like
Everybody
And he
have
should have
personal
been
issues
punished.
that
He should have been punished the same way they would have punished a black man. We just want
hey, if
equality. You know what
if
I'm saying? Like
if they would have did something to Dana, I'm riding for Dana. Can't nobody else make fights like him. That nigga is the UFC, bruh. Are you crazy? Come on, man. No.
I don't watch UFC,
not
so I don't
because
give
he's
a damn.
Dana White, but because Dana White.
What you mean?
I see what you did there.
Come on, bruh. Come on. And it was a white woman.
I don't care. Oh, imagine if a black woman did. Imagine if a black man did that to a white woman.
Oh, it's over.
Like, that's the
It's
problem.
over.
That's the problem, dog.
Yeah.
We can't even just mind our own business
Yeah.
without being punished or falsely accused or whatever. Like, dog,
Yeah.
it's ridiculous, man. I'm
And
not cool with it.
Well,
and
at the end of the day,
go ahead, my bad.
I mean, I was about to say, at the end of the day, she could either do how they used to do it back in the day, or we could just let it go. You hit somebody's sister, the brothers come to you up. If they ain't gonna do that, then just let it ride.
Nigga, Dana called John Jones up, nigga. Then what? Tell your brother come over here, nigga. John owe me a few, nigga.
Vince McMahon had a 2-month paid leave.
Who,
Came
Dana?
right back like nothing happened. Vince
But
McMahon.
you already know white people get paid leaves. Black people don't get paid leaves. They get
Right.
prison.
But no. He got a paid leave from his company. You're saying these things, but these are these people's companies, bro. Like,
It don't matter.
what do you mean?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, look. Let's say you have a company and you say some shit about Jewish people and everybody wants you fired. Are you quitting your company, nigga?
I mean, if I own 100% of the
Society
company,
gonna quit my company.
yeah,
The black people not. Black people gonna ride with you, bro.
I don't know about that, but
You don't think, bruh, you don't think like the Kyrie shit, you don't think people roll with Kyrie?
No.
You don't
No.
think
They
black
probably
people
did.
roll with Kyrie?
I'm pretty sure
Nah.
they did.
I
But I ain't
think
ride with them.
I think they wanted to, and then they start getting beat.
Yep.
the people that was trying to support Kyrie, then they start trying to throw them under the bus with Kyrie.
Oh, you saying famous people? I'm saying like the black people as a whole, like normal black people like you and me, like not rich famous niggas. Like you don't think the majority of people was riding with Kyrie?
The problem is us riding with him does not benefit him. It does not pay his bills.
We buy tickets to the game.
No,
You
we
buy his
don't.
jersey?
No, we don't. You got a jersey?
I don't have a Kyrie Irving jersey.
Do you know somebody with a Kyrie Irving jersey?
No, I don't.
You know somebody that went to a Kyrie Irving game? When he played with Cleveland, you went to go see LeBron?
I went to see him, yeah.
You went to see LeBron?
I went to see LeBron. I saw Kyrie too.
Okay.
I didn't go for Kyrie, but
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So us riding for him is.
Yeah, and I mean the sample size of us.
Clear, I didn't ride with him.
So you thought what he said was wrong?
I thought he shouldn't have said it.
He didn't say anything. He posted a link to a movie.
He posted a link to a movie.
Well, I mean, it's pretty much saying it without saying it. You're agreeing to it. So, in his profession, I wouldn't put myself in that position. That's what I'm saying. I don't agree that he put it. If he thought that to himself, then cool. You could think that all you want, but I wouldn't put that out there.
Why not?
Disagree.
Because go ahead.
But like, bro, what if someone saw you praying and was like, bro, you shouldn't be. Why the fuck you praying in public? Why the fuck you out here praying? That's your belief, nigga. Don't put that shit out here. Don't say that shit. Is that fair to you?
Well, you don't. What wasn't fair to me about the Kyrie thing was you don't put another people's race down just to uplift yours.
He didn't. He just shared information. So you saying that you can't just because I share something doesn't mean I agree or disagree. I might just be sharing it. I might be sharing it because I learned something from it.
Yep.
Well, why you just can't keep that to yourself?
Why you got to?
Well, why do you share stuff on social media? Why you share videos with us if you don't agree with them?
But I don't say I do agree with them. That's why I share them.
So you agree with every video you stand?
I agree with something I share, or if I share it, I disagree with it, so I shared it.
Okay. He literally posted a link with no words. That's it. Now, what the movie said, Kyrie Irving is not responsible for that. They still selling that shit on Amazon right now.
They had a better chance of trying to cancel him because he thought the world was flat.
Yeah,
that's what they should have been. That's what they should have been trying to cancel this nigga for.
Like they could have tried to cancel him for a bunch of shit. But
like I
said,
it
just shows you. It shows you.
Like I said, it's based. It's kind of hard because, like I said, it's based on what he do. He know he in a profession where that stuff is gonna matter.
Hey, the nigga can't be bought. That's why I love AB, bruh. Just cause y'all niggas think.
No, AB is crazy.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Just because y'all niggas is paying me and y'all think money is all that matters, y'all can't pay me to be quiet, and you can't pay me to think a certain way, bruh.
Is he playing football right now?
Kyrie?
No, AB.
No, he's not. AB. That nigga on tour, nigga. Putting his shit on, nigga.
He is good shit on. You're right about that. He good shit on very well. Where he want to be at? He want to be on the football field, right?
There's nothing about him that says that to me.
He was just talking about Jerry Jones going to the Cowboys.
I showed you I put the video in there, bruh. He said, call Jerry Jones so I can put that shit on for that nigga. Like, that nigga talking about dancing and rapping in front of this nigga. That just mean he want to play football. Nigga talking
about use that stadium. You want to perform at that stadium.
You want to perform at Dallas Stadium. Bro.
He telling us I'm playing football with my kid. That's all that matter. Nigga, you're lying.
How you
Shut
know?
Up. You ruined your life. And now you he want to play football.
How do you know that?
I don't care what you say.
What are you basing that on? Give me some
evidence.
I'm
basing off him. Give me evidence he don't. Give me evidence he don't want to play.
The nigga's rapping at Fashion Week. If he wanted to play football, he'd be like T.O. working out and catching footballs every day, nigga. T.O.'s 50. He's never gonna play again, bruh. Like this shit is this dream shit. Like, it's over, bruh. And I think that nigga maybe he did want to play, but I think he realized it's over. Like,
and that's fine. T.O.'s a different story. T.O. just T.O. ain't even in his prime no more to even think about playing football. Nobody want him.
That
And
don't
he
stop him from
is,
running routes every day on the internet, right?
but that's fine because he just doing what he loves. Like there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what he loves doing, let him do it.
That's
He been
pathetic.
Even if
struggling
he,
ever since he act like he ain't want to shake my hand that time. He been struggling.
Yeah, that nigga. But what was we
I
talking
don't
about
like
originally?
agreeing with all that foolishness enough, but putting your dick out in the pool and shit like that. I don't agree with all that
Uh,
foolishness, nigga. Like, no.
Hey,
Forgot about that.
let that man live. You know what I'm saying?
Let him live. So you telling me you'll do that? You'll go just slang your dick out in the pool, in a public
First
pool.
off, first off, we don't know who the people were around him. The video looked wild, right? But we don't know who those people were around him. If I'm there with like all my jump offs, yeah, I'm
Also,
having my dick out.
if you're there, because there was other dudes there. So if you there with me, Fallon, your no, your sister, your friends,
Bro, so
you gonna slap your dick out.
if we having an orgy, right? If we all
They're gonna
fucking
have
each
no
other, how
orgy.
you know that? How you know they not all fucking each
Okay,
other?
because he the only one with the dick out. That's how I know.
Hey, my point is we don't know what they had going on, bro. Like, so she didn't mind it. Like, you know what I'm
She
saying?
ran. She ran fast.
She know what was coming. He was about to stick it in, nigga. Nah, that nigga with the camera said, "Oh my god." He pulled that shit out and said, "Oh my god." Never seen something like that before.
He said, "Oh my god," because that shit was wild, nigga. That was unexpected.
Hey,
Shoot.
and the link to the shit that No ID put in the chat, it was just like the shit was like he was in the pool and they caught him like standing straight up, nigga. They just blurred that shit. I'm like, fam, like that's not safe for work, bro. That's inappropriate. For real, bro.
Oh,
But shit, what was we talking about that we kind of got off on a
they just all flowed together. They just
They
all
all flow
segued
together.
into
You
each
know how
other.
it is.
yeah,
I don't even remember what it started off with, but
I don't either.
yeah.
it was about shoot. What we think? I don't know. I ain't gonna
I
try to
know we
think
was
of
talking
it.
about
Whatever.
Romo, but shit,
Oh
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what it started off with. It
yeah,
started off with Romo saying the N word,
yeah. But
but well, allegedly about to say the N word.
yeah, because for a second I was thinking too, like, what could he be saying? But nothing else really fits, you know. But
Ridiculous.
yeah. Also, no ID on. You mentioned Vince McMahon, right? So like now this may be wild, right? This may be wild, but so he allegedly sexually or like he came on to like one of his employees, right? He hired her, gave her a raise, tried to fuck her, fucked her. She sued, he paid. This was years ago, right? Now, years later, it comes out what he did. Like, where's this money going? And he had to let him know. But to me, like, all of the parties involved were satisfied. Like, was it right what he did? No, but she got what she wanted out of it. He got what he wanted out of it, and that's it. So, but now they is bringing it back up, the same shit with the Deshaun shit, right? Like,
But
uh,
how did it come up?
I think they was looking at the book. The SEC was looking at the books and was like, "Yo, where does money go? Like, why you paying her this money?" He paid her ass out the
Also,
WWE fund.
so he so did he pay her a one time fee or he continuously
Well, so
continued paying her?
he hired her for one salary, gave her a raise
Mhm.
like within the first 30 days, right? I'm unsure how long she worked for him in that time period,
Okay.
but at the end they came to a settlement, like, uh, and she didn't say anything else about it, like, but so it's like, how y'all feel about that? Like,
Did she
if
say no?
no, she took it.
Like I mean, like during the sexual encounter, did she say no?
Oh, I don't know that. She might have, but my whole thing is like you. I think you said this with the Deshaun shit, right? Like, if these women are hurt, wouldn't you want to see this nigga suffer? You wouldn't take the money, right? That's what you were saying about the Deshaun situation.
And I stand by that. Yeah.
So she wasn't that hurt, right? Like,
So basically, you're saying it was transactional.
yes. Oldest
But
profession. What?
in most cases, if it's transactional, then I'm along the lines of it is what it is. For instance, if I want to go buy a prostitute,
Yeah.
she give me a price, I
Yep.
pay. That's transactional. All right, by all means. But if it's something wrong that's done, I don't
Oh, it's definitely
really
wrong.
believe in a transactional thing. Yeah, like if you did something wrong, I believe you should be punished for it because I could argue that anything is transactional. Like I can argue that a 16-year-old, it was transactional. They said they wanted this, I gave them that, I did it. Do that mean in 10 years I shouldn't get in trouble for it? Just because it was transactional?
Well, some
No,
say
I should.
Well,
16 is the
well,
age
well,
of
well,
consent.
Well,
well,
15, whatever the age is. Like
well,
I should still get in trouble for that.
well. In 10 years, are you talking about by the law or just by your company?
So that's some statute of limitations. I can't.
Because it's a statute of limitation
Yeah.
against the law.
Yeah.
So
What you mean statute of limitations?
Like you
they
can't
like
go back for so far.
yeah. So far,
Nah, I
so
don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe in reparations, so I definitely don't believe that.
Yeah.
no. What I'm saying is by law, if 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 someone has to be prosecuted within 5 years, and after 5 years, they can't be prosecuted for that crime no more.
Yeah.
That statute of limitation, you can't. That's it. Ran out.
Or at
You
least
get
that's
away
my
free.
understanding of it.
Ain't
Yeah.
R. Kelly, ain't Bill Cosby and R. Kelly locked up for
They
something
let
they
Bill
did
Cosby out for that.
years ago?
They let Bill Cosby out. He's out right now. That nigga going on tour.
Oh, he went to jail, didn't he?
He did, but he's out now.
What you mean he on tour? Bill Cosby on
But
tour?
I'm not.
He's selling tickets to his tour.
Oh, I didn't know.
But
Yeah.
I'm not sure
I don't think I
was.
believe in that. I believe if you did something wrong, you should pay for it. I don't care how long ago it
Bruh,
was.
no lie, that's one of my biggest nightmares. Like when I finally make it, something from my past come back and like ruin my fucking life, bruh.
I mean, but how dark are the things that you did in your past that you would be worried about that? Like we talking about crimes.
Hey, you
I
know
mean,
me.
I've.
I'm not gonna say what I did on here.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say anything too. But I've done some stuff that
Yeah.
if it came back on me and they try to punish me for, I'm like, I was got them 15. Like what the hell?
Yeah.
I ain't know no. I was just doing shit because it was
And
cool.
and I feel like I wouldn't get punished for it until I was finally like at a stage in my life where I was like happy. Like why y'all
You
couldn't
happy now?
come? Huh?
You happy now?
That's what I'm saying. Well, when I'm happy and like stable and like rolling in it, you know what I'm saying? Like they just can't take
Nah,
everything. Like
I think
And I'm gonna be like, look, that was so long ago, bro. Like, yeah, at this point, I gotta let that shit go.
yeah,
But I mean, I guess it depends on what it is too. I ain't do nothing to like that extent what Vince McMahon did, but you know, I
yeah,
wouldn't want what I did to come back on me and be like, hey,
yeah.
you
I'm not
did
talking
this.
about sexual assault.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So
To be clear, uh, but
nah.
I ain't never forced myself on no woman ever.
yeah, yeah. But I do think Deshaun Watson did. But
Let's stay on the Vince McMahon case.
let's.
Thank you.
So I know we
So
want
what
to
you
go ahead, Tay.
I about to say what you think Dion I did
Oh,
it.
nigga said edit. What I think about what though?
Just like what we were saying, we won't want things to come back on us that we've done, like, you know.
I think he's saying his pass is squeaky.
Nah, my past not squeaky, but I haven't done nothing, at least in my memory, that would get me
Jeopardize your
canceled.
future.
Yeah, like nigga, one thing I think about, I stole a eraser from the first grade book fair. It was a pterodactyl. I mean, I like.
I think you're
I mean,
good.
stuff like that. But I'm saying these are crimes that's like that's a one. They're affecting other people,
Hmm.
but like these are not small crimes, dude. Like
No, absolutely not.
you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think you should be punished. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not popular. Nobody wants to hear that because everybody got something
Everybody
that
done
they
did some
did,
stuff. Yeah.
but you should be punished, dog. Like
Yeah.
for real, straight up. Like you should be punished. Well, I don't care how long ago it was. If you raped somebody 20 years ago, you should be punished. I don't care if they
But
just not coming out. Like,
see,
yeah, it is weird that they just not coming out, but
see, this is
go ahead.
this is my thing though, because it's kind of like with the Deshaun shit. That was my stance. Like, this nigga should be punished. He should not be able to get off because he has money and he's able to pay these women off, bruh. But y'all told me, y'all told me that that's the court system and that's the way shit works. Like, it
No,
can't
no, no, no,
be
no, no. But that was because they accepted the money. They agreed to the
the woman
transaction
in
to
Vince's case
settle the
agreed to
case.
it.
No, but that was to settle the case. They agreed to the payments.
It wasn't even gonna
If
be a
they
case because the woman was happy with Vince. She didn't say anything.
But what Dion is saying is that Vince wasn't going through a case and then paid someone off. You know what the case was about. The case,
Yeah, that's what I'm
the
saying.
yeah,
Deshaun paid them off like he paid settlements.
And
So
I'm
yeah, because that's
if you accept the settlement, they're null and void. Like to me, that means all right, I'll take this money as payment for your punishment. This is you paying for your punishment.
yeah.
yeah.
But if say 22 women took the payment and the 23rd woman said, "I'm not taking the payment," he need to be punished. Then he need to be punished.
Okay, so I'm saying there would be no case in this Vince McMahon shit because Vince McMahon or the woman was not bringing charges on them. This shit. They stumbled upon this payment and it led to this shit. So I'm saying no one had a problem with it.
So the transaction was, I do this to you one time and I pay you this for the rest of your life.
I don't know if that was
But
the
that's
transaction was. I don't know
but
the specifics of it, but I just know it was a
that's
long. Go ahead, Terry.
I about to say that's Vincent. But think about that. That's Vince McMahon's fault because he ended up paying her out of the WWE fund.
Well, it's
Why
his
would you do
money.
that?
It's
Maybe
his
it was
I
money.
know,
worth it.
but you
Hey,
still have partners and stuff, right? You still
Maybe.
have business people. So somebody gonna come across this transaction, and then they gonna tell.
I feel like his business people is his wife Linda, his daughter Stephanie, and Triple H.
He should have just came directly out of his own pockets. He shouldn't dealt with none of that stuff because that stuff always come back on you when you do it like that. Always.
I don't know, man.
Someone gonna find out. Is gonna either be someone that's hating on you, someone that's ready to get you in trouble. It's always that. It's always like that.
I may be caping for Vince and Dana, but Vince has a special place in my heart from my childhood. And
You
Dana
got no
just
social.
make them good fights, bruh. Dana put
hey
them fights
man.
on every week, bruh. Through COVID, Dana had a fight on every weekend, bruh. Held me down, bruh. Like so,
That don't make you exempt, man.
it and if he would have hit her first, he should be punished. Like you know what I'm saying? If he
But
would have,
technically, so she hit him first, right?
yeah,
So why she not getting punished?
because he Dana White and she not. She's a woman.
I'm saying she should get punished. Like,
Who's gonna punish her though?
like
She's like a stay at home
the
wife.
the law. Like you hit this man. It's aggravated assault. Like
He probably not gonna
because
press charges on her. He probably could, but
I had
It's
an
the
incident.
it's the it's
Did,
the
did
coverage and media that's the issue.
yeah,
It's the it's
so
the
she didn't call the police on him. No police got involved in
they
this.
caught it on camera in a nightclub. Somebody,
Uh, Someone called it.
yeah,
But okay, so police came, right?
no,
Oh, so no police, no law got involved in this?
the video just got. They just put the video out.
must have been a
Oh,
black collar.
well then why are we having this conversation? It don't matter. It is
Because
what it is.
Dana hit a woman. Like
But technically she would get in trouble because she hit him first.
that's what I'm
So the law
saying.
would come down on her.
That's what I'm saying.
And I can say this because I've been in this scenario. So I know how it is. The law gonna get her first. So, the person that did
Yeah.
it to me, she went to jail, and I didn't.
Yeah.
Just letting you know.
And that
So
was a shock when you told me that. Like, I didn't think that shit happened in the real
I mean,
world.
it was a shock when it. I was involved, and it was a shock to me. You know. So
Yeah.
I don't think women should hit men, but also don't be surprised if he hit back. Like,
Yeah.
I agree with that. And I used to be sold on the whole um men shouldn't hit women no matter what thing, you
I
know,
think
because
we
my
all were.
mom, and I ain't want her to be I didn't want my mom to be disappointed in me and none of that. But then one day my sister came to me, she said, if a woman is man enough to hit you, hit her ass back. And I was saying, you ain't saying nothing but a word.
that's all you need.
You
Man, I
loaded
don't
that
believe.
thing up.
I still don't believe in
But
hitting
I want
women
to.
unless I feel like I am in danger. Like if I
No,
feel like
yeah.
I cannot, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like it's like
Yeah.
absolutely last resort. Like back in what grade was I in? Third grade.
Mm-hmm.
There was this girl in our after school program. She liked me, but when other people was around, she was kind of like a bully. You know what I'm saying? Like she tried to bully me and
Hmm.
stuff. So one time I had got up, like I was sitting down coloring, got up, went to the bathroom, came back, she was sitting in my seat. So thou who shall not be named, I was like, you in my seat. And she said, I don't care. She stood up, punched me in the eye in front of everybody. Everybody was
Damn.
laughing,
I would have
laughing. I
clowned
was
your ass too.
crying.
Hey, you talking
You was
about?
crying?
Yeah, she
I
Oh,
would
did.
have
that's worse than
clowned
the
your
punch.
ass.
Oh, hold on.
That's
She
worse
was
than the
older.
punch.
She was older too. Like I was third grade, so she was fourth grade. Anyways,
Oh, I ain't that much
so
older.
I
Y'all
was
probably
looking.
the same age, nigga. I
She
thought you were
was
gonna say she was like
like
a high schooler.
I was looking around. Everybody was laughing and jump. Then I said I called her by her name. She looked up, uppercut her.
Dead ass?
Uppercut her. She stood up so fast
Bro,
that
did she come off her feet?
bruh, she got up so fast I thought that I did not hit her hard enough and ran. She ran to the teacher. She chased me to the teacher, but she was messed up, like crying and jump. She ended up having to get surgery and she ended up leaving the what you call it.
Dang. You a woman
Now,
beater, bruh.
this is I still honestly I
Marriage
still
killer.
do I still do feel kind of bad about it. But at the same time, like
It is what it is.
I mean, but like I would now, I mean I wouldn't, hit a woman or
Yeah.
nothing like that. But like
That was just like a reaction, though.
So
Kinda.
back then,
and it's kind of like built up too, cause like, bruh, you bothering me every day, and you just punch me in the eye, and like, I
Yeah.
guess everybody got a breaking point. So I just got to that point where I'm like, nah, you're
so
not
that
about to do this today.
Yeah.
so that's what
So
I'm about to ask. So if you thinking about all this happened back then in third grade, now that you know what you did, would you change the outcome of it?
probably, cause you would think like a situation like that would teach me like stand up for yourself or something like
Hmm.
that. Like maybe maybe it did. Maybe it did, and I'm just on the other side of it, so I don't think that it is. Like I feel
Yeah.
like I would have been this way regardless. But you never know, like the butterfly effect, that could have been an integral part of me like not letting people
Fuck
bully
with
me.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What was your
Even though I
punishment?
still feel like I let a lot of people get away with stuff. I didn't get in trouble for that. My mama taught me if somebody hit you, hit them back. That
Yeah.
don't hit girls stuff, I feel like I don't know where I picked that up
I don't
from.
know. Yeah, same, bro. I don't know who I learned that from, bro. Because I don't think it was my household.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
So
I can definitely tell you it came from my mom telling me not to hit.
Hmm.
Cause I used to hit my sister all the time, cause she used
Same.
to, she was bigger than me and everything,
Yeah.
older than me, and she just think she could just do whatever, and she did for a while, cause I was a little kid.
Yep.
But
So
once I
y'all
got up
got the
the
same
age,
height.
it
Yeah.
was over, So
Yeah.
and my mom was like, no, you stronger than her, you're a boy, you don't put your hands. So that's where that came from.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, your
And
mom
since I've
assumed
had
your gender, bro.
oh
That's
god.
disrespectful. Your mom called you a boy? How she know you was a boy? Did she ask you if you was a boy?
Oh man, I had a dick. That's how she answered.
Word.
So
Word.
Well, that
that's
settles
it.
that.
Yeah. But apparently they don't marry no more. Women got dicks
I,
now.
I like that crossover.
Women got dicks now,
Oh,
bro.
wait, what? You like a crossover?
Oh yeah.
I like that crossover. That's what I said.
Yeah. Segway King
I
over
like
here.
that transition. I like how he transitioned that thing.
Hey,
Oh, you like how he transitioned that
I have
thing?
not transitioned to anything.
Oh,
I was
oh,
I
oh,
was
you
born a
transitioned
man.
that
I was born a man and I'm still a man. There will be no
thing.
transitioning for me.
Are you sure you're a man?
I chose my words very carefully. I can go wake my wife up. She'd tell you.
What is a
Oh,
man?
Lord.
Huh?
What is a man?
That's actually a good question because it seemed like people have a problem answering what is a man and what is a woman, right?
Exactly.
So like this is my opinion on that shit, right? So I understand that there's people born in this world in either a male or female body and they feel like the opposite, right? And and they don't feel right in their own body and when someone calls them that shit, it makes them feel a certain way. So with that shit, I will call you what you want me to call you. I will call you that, right? But my
Hmm.
problem is when it should be understood that I'm choosing to call you that. Like this is not like a fact. This is not like a law. Like I don't have to call you that. Like and there should not be a punishment for me not calling you that. Like I think that's where shit gets fucked up at, right? Like I think uh like y'all understand what I'm saying or
Yeah, I understand.
like at the end of the day, like non-binary isn't really a thing, right? Because like you're either
Right.
born one or the other. You're either born man or woman, right? Based on what you have. I guess some people
Exactly.
have both, right? But like that's rare.
Yeah. And there's a lot of rare conditions in the world. I mean, shit
Yeah,
happens.
yeah. But and I saw this video, right? It was a man dressed as a woman. But like the nigga had like a 5 o'clock shadow, and a wig on, right? So he was in the Sonic drive-through. Nigga ordered his burger and shit. Went to pay. He handed the card like to the woman in the drive-through. It had his birth name on it, like his male name on it. So the
Hmm.
woman hands him the card back and it was like, "Here you go, sir." Right? With this nigga dressed like a woman in the car, right? He
Hmm.
lost it, right? He went in, had his phone, recording everybody, talking they misgendered me, right? All them niggas got fired from Sonic, bruh. Like, you get what I'm like? That's ridiculous, bruh.
Wow, that's crazy.
That's
That is crazy.
ridiculous, bruh. Like, and so like that shit I don't agree with. Like, I think like I'll call you it, but like you can't make me, and I shouldn't be punished if I don't. Like, call you that shit.
Exactly.
Like,
Um, I 100% agree. I don't give a damn if you want to call yourself a duck,
yeah.
ketchup packet, whatever. If you want to be these things, you can be these things.
Yeah.
Don't force, but you ain't gonna force it down my throat.
Yeah.
One thing you ain't gonna do, you ain't gonna force it down my throat. You're not gonna put it on children. You're not gonna force it down their throat. You're not gonna put it into the schools. That is a personal thing
Yeah.
that everyone gets. You can sit back and you can make this personal choice all you want, but you're not gonna sit here and tell me I have to change the law of biology because you want me to.
Yeah. And it's based off not any type of science. Like
It's based off
it's
nothing.
how you feel that day. Like you could have a different gender for every day of the week. And you're like, then what? What if I get the day wrong? It's Wednesday and you are them today, nigga. But I call you her,
Exactly.
nigga. Like
Exactly. And I'm not.
fired.
I'm just. And I'm different from you, Mark. I'm not. Look, you want me to? If you want me, if you a guy trying to be a girl, you want me to just you a girl. I'm not doing it. You a guy to me. Now, if your name is Billy, but you want to be known as Susie, I call you Susie. If that's what you want to be, that's your name. You Susie, but you still a nigga, and I'm gonna address you that way.
Yeah. Bro, what if they get it cut off and get it replaced with a vagina? Will you call her her then?
I would say, are you able to deliver children? If they not, you're a nigga.
Well, you're not gonna be able to use that argument because some women are not able to produce children.
Well, which is true, but no man can do it. Period.
Yeah.
So I still got a little percentage in there I can use it with.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's true.
Um, I think I believe. Okay, so I guess there's levels to it, right?
Yeah. It's nuanced.
Part of it doesn't matter to me because I'm not dating anymore. But if I was dating, if you was born a man, you always a man to me. I'm not dating you. You feel what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I'm interested in born women, natural born women. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you want me, I don't have a problem. I would. If you want me to address you as ma'am, miss, I will do that. I don't have a problem with that. If you want me to address you as sir, mister, I don't have a problem with that. Like, I believe we all deserve the respect to be addressed how we want to be.
Yeah.
Because there's things that I want you to address me as that you might not agree with.
but would they address you as that though?
If they respect me enough, yeah.
Nah. Okay. I want y'all to. I'm got something I want y'all to address me every time y'all talk to me.
But
okay?
see, now we know it's BS that you about to say.
But it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
This has nothing to do with your identity. Like,
You don't wake up every morning feeling like you don't belong in your body. You know what I'm saying?
This is how I wake up every day feeling like. Okay. Like I feel like an anime character every day. Okay.
Which one you want us to call you?
So I want. From now on, I want you to call me Tajiro. Okay.
I can't even pronounce that. So
No, I don't give a damn. No disrespect.
Try again.
Tajiro is my name.
What are your pronouns?
Tajiro.
Okay.
so I feel like, but in the same sense, like, you want me to treat you a certain way, that's fine, but that doesn't mean that I have to be okay with it. So like,
So you're
if
not
I
okay
don't
with
want
it.
to date, if I don't want to date a woman that was born a man, then you should be able to respect that as well.
Oh, 100%.
Like,
Yes.
I understand that you identify as a woman, but that's when I identify a woman that I want to spend my life with. I have a different woman in mind. Let's just say that. And
Biological woman.
yeah, a biological woman.
Yeah.
That's my preference, and we're all allowed to have our preference.
For sure.
I shouldn't be punished or called a
Labeled.
bigot. Yeah, labeled a bigot because I don't want to be with
100%.
a woman that used to be a man. And there's also this whole argument of, well, what if you fell in love with somebody that was a man?
Yeah.
Well, that is a woman but was born a man.
I wrote that down to come back to it.
Well, so my thing with that is, one, I feel like to be in that situation that it hasn't been, I guess, 100% truthful. Like, that's something that I should know. That's something that we should talk about before we even get into that.
You should. But let's say you didn't and you fell in love with this person. Now what?
No, I'm not staying with them.
No.
Because-
I'm saying you don't find out this person wasn't born a woman till after you've already fallen in love with her.
I'm not staying with her.
I'm leaving.
Or
Yeah, I'm
him,
leaving.
because I fell in love on a misconception.
But
Yeah, exactly.
I was misguided.
But the whole thing is, like, your preference is a biological woman, right? Right?
Mhm.
Okay. But in this scenario, you fell in love with someone that was biologically a male. So
Right.
one could say, is your preference really like biological women, because you fell in love with this person not knowing what they were, but you still fell in love with them, and they wasn't a biological woman.
That's arguable, but I'm not gonna stay with you. Because if I would have
And
known
my
you was a biological man, you would have never got the light of day. You know what I'm saying?
and my
Like,
and my preference has nothing to do with me falling in love. What they got to do with anything?
What you mean?
Yeah, I prefer biological women, but well, how's that? What that has to do with me falling in love?
So when you say you have a preference, it's like, yo, this is
Hmm.
the type of woman I like, and that's it, right? That's my preference.
But
Now,
no, but
go
go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
But
No, go
so
ahead.
like, if that's your preference, and then you fell in love with this other person that's not a biological woman,
But
like,
all they did was manipulate my preference.
what you mean?
even in a case that they didn't manipulate and it just never came up in discussion, it's still a misguided
Well, I feel like they definitely hide
situation.
that shit because it should be like the first thing you say to somebody.
Yeah, but so should I'm married.
Yeah,
Say you effing on somebody, you married, you ain't said nothing.
that's a good
That
point.
you obviously that should have came up, but it didn't.
Bro, if you
But
look at it
that
from their perspective, though, it's like if I tell him that, he might leave me. Same
and
the
that mean I'm not the one for
the
you.
same
Good. We saved
Exactly.
each other
look the
time.
same shit that like if someone's married, they not gonna say yo I'm married off rip because the chick might not fuck him, right?
Because they got what kind of intentions are those? Good or bad?
Exactly.
It depends.
On
And it
what?
depends.
What do you consider bad intentions?
He didn't tell them that he was married because he wanted to smash because he shouldn't be smashing outside his marriage.
Oh well, yeah, for
Exactly.
sure, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so like if he had permission to smash, he probably wouldn't care to
If she
he'd
knew,
probably tell her like, yeah, I'm married, but she cool with this.
yeah,
The only reason he's not telling him is because he got bad intentions.
yeah.
But he don't even have to necessarily go that far and say she cool with it. He could say I'm married and they'll still sleep with him. Ain't got nothing to do with it.
Some
Or
will,
they could say they married and they're on a break.
yeah.
Something like
We
that.
separated.
Yeah, I mean,
We going through a
I
tough
just,
patch right now.
there's plenty of married men that women know they married and still sleeping with them.
Yeah, I think money is
that's
a big
true.
factor in that shit too, though.
And the fact that there's a lot more women than men.
In the world,
Hmm.
yeah, and bruh, and the pronouns is just ridiculous. Like it's pages and pages and pages of pronouns, bro. Like it's
I'm
like,
not using none of them.
hmm.
I'll just say I'm not using none of them. Continue.
I mean, I kind of find it easy to say they and them. I mean, sometimes I might say ma'am or whatever, but most of the time I know going into it, like this is how because they have a way of saying, I identify as this. Like, you
Yeah,
don't ever go into it like,
not knowing.
yeah, not knowing. You already know, like you already know they want to be called this, such want to be
I
called that. Or somebody gonna tell you, hey, bruh, such and such work here. You know what I'm saying? Because even when I used to work at the bowling alley, there was a dude that was transitioning. And like I mean, you see them, it's a big dude, but they feminine, like they dressed up like a woman. And it's just, I mean, it take a little bit of effort to make sure you don't say something like that. But all you gotta do is apologize. Like, I apologize. Like, you know what I'm
See,
saying?
won't
that's
it won't
another
be
And,
no.
thing.
But Dion, you for a person that's all about grammar. No, what do they mean? What is the
It
definition of
means
they?
they double
they is
male
a,
and they
No,
got
no, no.
two.
no, he's saying a regular one. They is a group of people.
My point
No,
exactly.
it's
So why'd
multiple
you call it?
personalities.
Yeah. Why'd you call them one person they?
That's what I'm saying because they identify as more than one pronoun. So it's like they identify as like a couple of them.
But I'm still talking to one person.
Right.
So why I'm calling them they?
Cause they might that nigga might be a woman today, a him tomorrow, a
I
them
am
Thursday.
talking
Well,
to a
technically,
woman or a man, one single person in front of me. I'm not going to call them they.
actually, you're talking to two because they were born a man, but they are a woman.
Yeah. Hey, hey,
I'm about to dig in my goddamn eye.
bro. And to go back to like your apology shit, right? That shit don't fly with me either, bro. Cause like I
It
don't
don't.
feel
It
like
don't.
it should be an apology, right? Cause
If somebody call you ma'am by accident, don't you expect them to apologize though?
bruh, me and my wife were just talking about this, right? I was in my last semester in master school. It was like a Indian girl, right? In my group, she used to call me Marcos, right? And like my wife overheard it or some shit. She was like, "That's not your name." I was like, "I don't give a fuck. I'm never gonna see this person again. I don't give a fuck if she think my name Marcus, Marcos, Market, whatever, right? It don't matter to me, right?" But she's like, to her, like every time somebody fuck her name up, she correct him. And I was
I'm the
like, "Yeah,
same way.
that's probably because y'all's name is spelled crazy and like niggas fuck that shit up a lot. Niggas don't really
Well,
fuck Marcus up like."
I'm like Mark. People say my name wrong all the time. I don't correct them. I just let it be.
It's not because they're not important. Who gives a fuck? Fuck them.
Yeah, I don't give a
Yeah,
damn.
like, it's
Like,
important to me.
Yeah.
It's important to me.
If
Like
it's
you gotta say my name. Like it's a respect thing to me. Like you gotta say my name correctly.
but even if it's someone you don't know, and they just read your
Yes.
name on a paper, like if
Yes,
it,
because for me, there have been times where I just ignore and let it go. But it's amazing how many times that person has to say your name when you let it go. And then it just compounds, compound, compound, compound. It's like I should have just corrected them initially.
normally what I get when someone says my name is they'll say my name and then they'll say, "Is that am I saying it right? Is that how you say it?" Then I correct them. But if you don't follow it there, I'm just gonna let you believe what you want to believe.
like if you're not somebody I'm gonna see on the daily, don't affect my life. Like, bro, if you went to a doctor's office and the woman calling you for your appointment like mispronounce your name, you gonna correct them? No ID.
Might depend on my mood.
Yeah.
If it's the little receptionist person, I might. It depend on my mood.
Now if it's my
Um,
doctor, I'll like nah. My
yeah,
name
but that's
is
what I'm about to say. If it's my
yeah,
doctor, y'all gonna have to get it right.
yeah,
But half the time these days, like when I go order food and stuff like that, I don't even tell them my name no more.
yeah.
I just I make up a name. It might be different every time, just because you're gonna hi. Now back in the day when I was dating, I would use my name because it's like unique. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, oh, I never met her. It's a lot of things you ain't. You know what I'm saying? But now it's just like I just tell them anything because I don't feel like going back and forth. Kind of how you said, trying to explain to the drive-through person at churches
Yeah.
how
What
to
your
say my
name?
name.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Don't matter. This is a
it's
waste of
D.
time. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the
Yeah.
name under? D. Matter of
Yeah.
fact, we just got pizza the other day. They said, what's the order under? D. What about the next pizza? D. All of them under D? Yeah, all of them under D.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
And
just I just say Tay now. Like even with my boss and whatever, I just say Tay. Call me Tay.
bro, you remember I thought your name was Tay for the longest. I didn't find out. I didn't know your real name until I think your mom called you it or your sister. All right.
he was like, who is
Yeah,
that?
Yeah.
because I don't even say my own real name
You
that
don't.
often. So I tell people I just say Tay.
Yeah.
So
That's how you introduce yourself, man. And back to like if you do miss, so like I had this thing right, like I even call my wife bruh, like you know what I'm saying, like
uh-huh.
I call people bruh. That shit is genderless to me, bruh. Like kind of
Oh,
like
yeah.
nigga, like you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying, like.
Yeah.
But if somebody that don't know me and they want to be a she, and I call them bruh, it's like I'm not apologizing for that because like to me, bruh is like a term of endearment. Like like I don't know, but
Yeah, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't apologize. I think that's a case by case basis. If you see that you offended them, then maybe you could. I mean, I
yeah,
probably would,
yeah,
cause I'm the same way. I be saying man,
yeah,
like I say
yeah,
man all the time.
yeah.
Like man, go
Now
on, man, this, man, that. I'm not really gendering you. That's just
That's your
a term I
vernacular. You know
use.
what I'm saying?
But
Yeah,
if I did say man. One, I probably like if I was around somebody that is trying to be, I'd be thinking about like, dang, I can't believe I said that. Like, I'm sorry. So I probably just apologize off that. But It's not because, what I'm saying, I'm calling him a man. It's just my slang, I guess.
Yeah.
So
If
I get
if
that too.
if they ask me to apologize, it's probably gonna throw me overboard. I'm probably gonna get pissed off. And the reason being is you have to understand what
I just wish I'm there with you.
you I need for you to understand that you know that at one point in your life that you was born as a man or a female. I don't know you transitioning. I don't know anything about you. So if I see you and I see that you look like a man and I say, sir, whatever, I don't know you. Why you getting so mad? You can say, "Hey, I'm not a sir. I'm a man. Whatever." Oh, okay, okay. Moving on. I don't. I'm never gonna see your ass again. I don't give a
Yeah.
fuck. So I'm moving on. Like if you get an attitude and was like, "I'm not a man. I'm a man. You need to apologize." Oh, it's about to get busy.
Yeah.
It's about to get busy.
One point about this.
I'm saying
Matter of
you a
fact,
man now. Well, let's fight 1-on-1.
I saw this situation. Um, we were at this like bar or whatever. There was a dude there dressed like a woman that identified as a woman. I don't know them personally, but they were here, and they were going to the bathroom. So the men's bathroom is on this side, and on across is the women's bathroom.
Ooh.
So I don't know how we just happened to catch this, but just happened to catch the dude walking, going towards the girls' bathroom. So they try to go into the girls' bathroom, and the security's like, nah, 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 nah. And instead of making a big scene, like you could see like that, the air kind of like leave their body
The
like that.
woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like she deflated. But guess what she did?
Went to
She
the men's
turned
room.
around and she went to the men's bathroom. Like
Yeah.
you at some level you gotta be realistic and you gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Like now, one way that we could solve this is just have the little family bathrooms where it's just the one
The one
bathroom.
stall.
Everybody use the same bathroom. That's fine. Obviously, not at the same time.
Yeah.
Y'all can have men's bathroom. Y'all can have women's bathrooms. Y'all can have the
Other.
one stall family bathroom. And if it's a line of 37 people waiting for that one toilet, that's on them.
Yeah.
But it's inclusive. And it still keeps everybody else safe and comfortable. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? So
Exactly.
like, I think if everybody is considerate of everybody and everybody's not just thinking about themselves and their life, you know what I'm saying? It'll benefit everybody. You know what I mean? So
And bruh,
I
this
mean, I guess that depends on what you mean, because I'm not going against truth. If that's what if you want me to go against truth just to consider your feelings, I'm not doing it.
no, I think truth would have been no, I think going against truth would have been if the security guard had let them into the women's bathroom. Like we'll call you what you want, we'll respect you, all that. But I mean, there got to be a line at some point. Like you still have to use the bathroom of your genitalia.
Yeah, I mean,
Now,
I agree with you on
that's
that. I agree.
now if that man, which I guess there's no way for us to know because he just works security,
Yeah.
but if that man had a vagina.
Yep. I was just about to say some security guards will let her in that bathroom.
If they had a vagina, then I don't think I would have a problem with them going into the women's bathroom.
But I
But
think
But
that's based
how
on
would I even know? I wouldn't know.
a male perspective. What about the females? How would they feel?
I think it would feel better if he didn't have a
yeah.
penis. If it, they'd probably still be uncomfortable, but I think they would be less because they'd be like, oh, she's committed. You feel what I'm saying? Like
What they
they
gonna
don't
do to
even
him
got
at
a,
that point? What
they
would
don't even
they
got a penis. Oh, no, I mean he could still beat her and rape her with
with
a
Yeah.
what?
object of some sort. I mean, not his private, but I don't know, the paper
He's
towel thing. I don't know. You know, criminals get
But
creative.
that's a wild scene.
Yeah. But I think they would be a little bit more comfortable.
Bruh, and I think some security guards would let her in the bathroom. Some male security guards will let them in the bathroom, bruh.
They should be probably fired.
Why you think that? I'm
I
pretty
don't.
but
sure.
that
Go
That
ahead.
probably be the reason why they let them in the bathroom because they don't want to get
They don't
fired.
want to get fired. Yeah. It's more if that person that turned around went in the men's room was like, what? You know what I'm saying? And made a scene, like that nigga would have been fired, bro. Like,
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
And I will say this too, since we're on the subject of bathrooms, I have used a woman's bathroom, but it was a one-stall bathroom. So it was just like the men's bathroom, but it was woman. It was a long line of men waiting to go to the men's bathroom with one toilet, and I just went to the girls' bathroom with one toilet. Locked the door, so it's a single bathroom.
Bro, I used to use the girls' bathroom all the time in elementary school.
I don't think that's the same.
Hey, the boys'
What
bathroom
you
smelled like
mean?
piss, nigga.
So you just walked into the bathroom?
Went in there and used it,
Other
nigga.
people would be in there?
I'm sure at some point other people was in there. I just went in there. It was all stalls. So like you go in the stall and it's like
Oh no! You wild.
niggas would just
That's
piss,
crazy.
bruh. Niggas would just piss on the floor in the boys' bathroom, bruh. Like
In my experience, the girls' bathrooms have always been dirtier than the boys' bathrooms.
They
what?
are. They
But
are. Yeah.
this is my experience as
They
an
are.
adult. In my
Yeah,
experience
they
as an
are.
adult, they be leaving dookie in the toilet,
Exactly.
tampons in the
Tampons.
toilet,
Hey,
tampons and dookie in the toilet.
that's
The
probably
floor
them.
be having pee on it because none of the girls sit on the toilet. Tissue be all over the
Jesus.
place. Like in
Yeah,
the men's bathroom,
Bloody
you have one
pads.
stall with doodle in it, because, and they tried to flush it, but it got
it got
clogged.
stuck.
I tried, and
Yeah,
then it be smelling like pee, but
bruh. That cat be
nah.
spraying pee. You know what I'm saying? If that thing ain't on that toilet, that cat be spraying.
Yeah,
That shit go
they be
everywhere.
peeing on the seat. They'll lie about it, but they be peeing on the seat.
Yeah, I ain't even think about that. Man. They definitely do that squat maneuver in there. Shit go everywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that's funny.
But I thought it was a rule like that they made it where like whatever you identify as is the bathroom you can use.
That's 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 too dangerous. Actually, it's so much danger to that.
Bro, I
Like,
don't think bitches out here getting raped like that though. Like,
but I'm not saying that they are, but that's a possibility. You never know when someone's thinking of something. You can have someone that's full of hate or anything that I'm gonna teach them a
but
lesson.
bro, think
Like
about this
you
though.
never know.
Think about this though. A goddamn woman on the door ain't gonna stop a nigga from going in there if you want to rape her.
What I'm saying is like a transitional woman to a man going to a man's bathroom.
To a woman's bathroom.
No, into a man's bathroom. She transitioned into a man.
Okay.
So she going to a man's bathroom. Niggas be like, she want to be a man. Let's go teach her a lesson.
I don't think
Now
there's
she,
any hope for people like that. But I will
well,
say that people are
do you know
opportunistic.
what kind of world we live in?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I
like
don't think that's the
you
majority.
got people out here killing kids. You
Yeah.
don't think they'll do that?
I'm saying the people that would kill kids and this person that you're describing are the same, but not the majority,
Yeah.
is what I'm
I'm
saying.
not saying the majority. I'm just saying all it takes is that one time. So just creating that situation, you shouldn't create it.
And I mean, the person that's transitioning, like, chose to transition and to go in that bathroom. You know, like,
So you're saying whatever happens to them,
that's
they.
not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
I'm
saying.
sorry, I'm trying to see what point you're trying to make.
You trying to
No,
put some stuff on me.
I just try to make
We're
sure.
just
I
trying to
don't
make
know
it
where you're
clear.
going with this.
Yeah, just trying to clear things up.
I think that I think male and female don't mean shit anyway. It's just a way to classify people, right? It's like it don't matter, bro. Like the people in your life that know you, hopefully will call you what you want them to call you, right? Like, and beyond that, like what are we really fighting for here, bro? Like, you know what I
So you
mean?
think that everybody should use the same bathroom?
Uh, in
You
a
think it should
perfect
just be one bathroom
no,
and
absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think it should be like you said, a women's, a men's, and a other. You know what I'm saying? And other, that should equal everything. Like all the pronouns. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
men can use it, women can use it,
Yeah. Yeah.
both can use it. Okay.
Yeah. But
Then they're gonna be mad because I'm gonna be like, why are all of these men and women
Exactly.
waiting on this other bathroom when they got a whole bathroom to themselves?
it's nicer.
But that's the
Yeah, y'all
problem.
bathroom cleaner, dog. I'm gonna keep it real.
That's a problem because nothing is going to satisfy
Yeah, it's
anybody. Like
not.
you do something to make someone happy. Now they mad because
Find
you
another
did it.
problem. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
life, though.
Like
That's life. That doesn't mean we shouldn't get as close as we can. That's life.
That's true.
That's life, dog.
That's
and
true.
You right now you are living a life that you prayed for, and you still want more. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there was a time where you was praying for the things that you have now, and you got it, and you ain't saying, "All right, I'm good." Like, and now is okay. Now that I got this, how can I
Level
elevate
up
from here?
again. Yeah.
oh
Exactly.
no,
So
no. See, when I pray, I didn't pray for what I have now. I ain't even made it to where I pray for yet. So
Yeah.
let's just clear that up. So
But
that's
once I
fine.
make it to
at a point, you didn't have the things you have now.
well, I mean,
Mhm.
which is true, and I'm
Yeah.
grateful for those things. Trust me.
Yeah.
Look, if y'all want to ask, what the hell happened? My Dion, you still on here?
That's
He's
five.
back.
Yeah, it was blurry. I had to I reset it.
Oh, okay. Um, but you can ask my fiance. Like, I'm satisfied with like what I got. I don't be trying to get more. I don't be trying to like look. I've been to a point in my life where I'm just happy to have what I have.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
Yeah.
No, because I ain't have it, none of it at one point. I mean, like nothing at all.
Yeah.
Not even like it wasn't even the same as I was a kid. You know, my mom wasn't buying me stuff, but at least I still had a place to stay. No, this is I had nothing.
Yeah.
So what I got now, I'm happy for it. I don't even be trying to worry about getting more.
Bro, you know,
You
like,
know, when I get the opportunity, yes, I'll get things I want. But if I don't get it, I don't get it. It's what it is.
bro, I think that, like, one of the reasons I made a lot of changes in my life recently is because I feel like I have this shit in me that's like, you supposed to be doing more, bro. Like,
Hmm.
you supposed to have more. Like, you supposed to be better than you are right now. Um, like, so I don't. It's weird because like it's like for so many years I don't want to say fought it, but I was just like I don't know, man. Like I don't know. It's weird. I can't really
That's how I
articulate it.
feel. I always like it's never enough. I think that's just like the whole self actualization thing. Like, I'm always trying to figure out how can I be a better version of me? How can I put myself in a better position? How can I further myself, my family, my future, and
Yeah.
stuff like that? Like, it's never enough. It's never gonna be enough. But it's funny to think that what that looks like to everybody is different.
Yeah.
And to because I used I used to think the same as how y'all thinking right now. Y'all saying no, I need this, I need more and more and more. That was how I used to think until I hit a bottom point in my life.
Mm.
Now I don't even think of that for myself anymore because I'm good. Now when I think of stuff is how I want my kids to be, what I want my fiance to have, what I want my kids to have, how I want their life to be. Do I want them to go through what I want to go what I went through? That's all my thought now.
Yeah. But I
I don't even
mean
think
that's
about
included
what I
in
want.
wanting more though. Like because if you get more, they get more, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess so. But I mean, as in personal stuff for myself. Like I don't. I used to be trying to get this and that and that because I want this so bad. I want this, but no, I
Oh, I'm not
ain't.
talking about material shit.
It ain't just material things. I'm just saying anything.
Okay.
Like
Well, I guess some of it is material.
like I
Like,
just I
but
just I just want the people around me to be happy, man. Like I don't want no one to ever have to go through what I went through. That's just how I look at it now. I
yeah.
don't want them to ever experience that. That is a terrible experience.
Bruh, do you think happiness is real?
I think happiness is real. I think it's an individual thing. I think your experiences determine your happiness.
What you mean? Go on that.
Um, for me, for example, what I've been through, you know, like it was terrible, man. I was sad all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
I was miserable. I was sad. I was frustrated. I was mad. I was trying to figure out why is this going on, even though I knew why it was going on, but why is it going on for so long? And once I got out of it, like I'm not even that. I'm happy, man. I'm not even that. I don't even know if I'm pretty sure you can be more happy than what you are now. Maybe I don't know, but as long as I don't go back to that point, I'm happy.
I say that because if you think about the times where you were happy, right? Like,
Hmm.
how long does that last before something comes to your mind that is to get an emotion out of you that's not happiness? Like, how long does the actual feeling of happiness last versus how long we spend our life chasing that shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I realize for myself, and this is for me only, because everyone is not in the same place or
yeah.
believe the same things. But I feel the most happy when I'm getting closer to God. That's when I feel the most happy.
Okay.
Like, like I tell my fiance all the time, why stress about things? Why worry about anything? Like,
That's easy to say though.
it's not. As a black person, you've been surviving all your life. You've made it out of every situation you've been in. You're 100% a winner.
I'm not a
Like
winner.
so, I mean, you are because you made it out of whatever scenario came along. You made it out, right?
That's
Whatever
not.
came along, you beat it. Whatever came, it was like it's 1v1. When y'all fought, you won, right?
Uh,
So if you came out of it every single time, what makes you think this time you're not going to come out of it, or you're not going to be better, or you're not going to make it?
huh.
I
I,
think happiness is conditional and that it's a choice. You choose to be happy.
you think you could just choose it,
Yeah.
Yeah.
bro? I've spent my whole life wanting to be happy, and I have not been.
Yeah, but what was happiness to you? What did and you wanted to be happy, but one, what was happiness? And two, why did you feel like you had to accomplish whatever that was to be happy? You could have chose to be happy in the moment. You can even you can even trick your brain into making you think you happy by just looking at yourself smile. And eventually it's just gonna trigger something. I don't know how that jump work, but the mind is it's crazy. But
How do you explain depression? And how do you explain suicide if
um
happiness is a choice?
It's obstacles.
well, depression is like a sickness. It's like it's a condition. Like it's not people that
Depression
are
is
depressed don't choose to be depressed.
it, this is what we
They're
gonna
they,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. I'm just gonna say this is what we disagree with. But go ahead.
No,
yeah. Uh,
no. I
yeah,
was
I don't think people choose to be depressed. I believe depression is like a disease. Depression is like a sickness, and sicknesses need to be treated. Um,
But if it's a choice, can't they just say, "I don't want to be depressed no more. I want to be happy now"?
What I
uh,
mean, what I mean when I say about depression being a choice, I'm talking about the creation of depression. Like when you're creating depression, it's because it's the choices you're making that leads to depression.
Like what?
Whatever makes them depressed, like talk when you talk to somebody that's depressed, ask them why they're depressed, and then when they give you the answers of why they're depressed, then you ask them, well, why you just didn't do this so you wouldn't be depressed.
That's crazy to me, bro. Like,
and a lot of times, people that are depressed don't know that they're depressed. The other thing is
what you
being
mean?
depressed is a sickness. A lot of people don't know that a lot of people that experience depression don't know that they're depressed. That's something that gotta like be diagnosed. Later on, they could be like, you know what? I realized now I was battling depression. I realized I had these thoughts and was going through these feelings because I was depressed, but in that moment they don't always know that they depressed.
I don't think
Can I
that
tell
you can hide behind a diagnosis of depression.
can I
Like,
tell a little story real quick?
go ahead.
Because me and my friends, we were just talking about this last night, and we were talking about postpartum depression.
Okay.
No,
That's
no,
when they sad. They
uh,
don't have the baby in them no more, right?
no, yeah, no. Well, no, it's
Sad after birth.
after the birth, after they had the baby. Now they going through. They can't sleep or they can't do these things because the baby, and now they depressed or whatever. So we had this um conversation last night about women being depressed when it comes to being with the kid all the time. I understand single mothers if they went to depression.
Yeah.
I don't understand mothers that have help. When the father is there and they're actually there helping, why do they go to depress? Why is they depressed? And I don't understand single fathers never talk about never I never heard a story about a single father going through postpartum depression.
Or y'all didn't carry the baby.
Yeah, they don't
And
have a baby.
no, I agree, and I understand that, but they still have to alter their life for a child now because there's no mother. Now they just them, but they don't get depressed over it.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
but
really want to raise a child though?
I think it has to do more so the connection of the woman carried a baby. I think
Yeah.
that's where the depression stems. So that's why men don't talk about it because they don't actually experience that.
Yeah.
Our experience of our experience of pregnancy
Support.
is the same as it was before pregnancy
Yeah.
and the same as it is after pregnancy because nothing physically happens to us other than like
So you're
apparently we
depressed
gain
because
weight.
you so you're depressed because you gave birth. Like I
No, you
don't
don't have the
understand this.
baby in you no more. Like
I
when
think
your
So
that
they
baby.
triggers it. It's a part of it. I
Okay.
don't know why they're depressed though.
so
Or at
they
least that's what I
mad
thought it
because
was.
that baby ain't in their body. Like
That's what I
what?
thought it
Okay,
was.
I don't
I,
know.
I'm literally confused because you got women just like my fiance that she didn't get fat. Matter of fact, she back to the same amount of weight she was when she before she was pregnant. So we're like, where does the depression come from? What I don't understand. We need special guesses. We need women.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. That's a question we have to ask a woman. That's we
Had a
need to
baby.
ask women who's had baby and who's experienced that and let them, share their experience because I don't know.
Exactly.
But I mean, like I said, I think depression is a sickness. And sicknesses don't always have to make, I guess, sense
Bro.
in a sense.
Um, I've never been
I mean,
diagnosed with depression, right? But I'm pretty
Mm-hmm.
sure I've
hmm
been depressed, right?
hmm
And
Mm-hmm.
for me, right, it's legit a fight. Like, cause in my like, if I'm talking to you right now, I want to be alive. I want to be here for the future, and I
hmm
want great things for my family, right? But at the same time, sometimes, like if I go to bed, I'm like, if I don't wake up tomorrow, dope. Like it's over. Like you know what I'm saying? Like and I've had times where like, yo, that's all I want to do is not wake up tomorrow. Like, and that shit is like, I don't think like, I don't know, man. Like I don't think this happiness thing is like a choice, bro. Like, uh,
I got a question for both of y'all based on what Marcus said. Um, so like Mark said, he's pretty sure he's been depressed. Now we all pretty much had maybe I can't speak for everybody, but I think everyone has battled or been through some type of depression
yeah.
of something. And my question is, what makes people that go through depression, some think about suicide and others don't?
I think all of them think about suicide. It's just you don't have the
I've
courage to do it.
I've been through depression. I never thought about killing myself one time.
Okay.
And
Maybe
I've
you
also
wasn't
been depressed.
depressed.
I never thought about killing myself, but I have been in a situation where I'm like, I was ready to die, but I wasn't gonna kill myself.
Yeah. The thought, like, so, like, there's only so many ways you can kill yourself, right? And if that shit fails, you're just living maimed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that stops a lot of people. Like y'all could shoot
but
myself
I'm
in the
my,
head and not die, and just have a chunk of my fucking skull missing for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying?
My 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 question is more of why does it even come to mind in the first place?
Because you don't want to be here anymore. Like,
Yeah, but why? Like, why you don't want to be here no more?
because
The
all
depressed.
the world that you know is just sadness and gloom, nigga. Why would you want to be involved in that? Why would
Is
you
it
want
the
to be on
world
Earth?
that is it the world or is it what you're going through? Because or what's the world
It's
going through?
hard to
Like
tell a
what?
difference when you're going through it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to say, yo, like to see the beauty in the world when, you know what I'm saying, yo, you in the shitter, like
You know,
emotionally.
I I go outside a lot, right? I'll drive to the park and I'll just stand out there, or I just go outside my door, stand out there, or I just go somewhere to an area and stand out there,
Yeah.
and I just and I look around all the time. I do this maybe twice a week, and I look around, and then every time I look around, I just be amazed at the creation of this world. And now I'm not talking about the cars and the buildings. Take all that disappears out my mind. I'm just looking at the ground, the sky, the trees, the sun, the clouds, and all of this amazes me every single time. Like the existence of this amazes me every single time. It never fails. And that alone is like I just want to live through this.
Look, I love nature as much as the next guy, but when I'm sad and shit, fuck them trees, fuck that water, fuck them clouds. I don't give a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I love being outside too. Like, but like
But that's
there is no cure. I don't believe.
But that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like when I'm feeling a certain way, all of that clears my thoughts just by looking at this.
yeah,
Clears my mind.
maybe you're not depressed.
I'm not saying I'm depressed as someone that's just battling months and years of depression, but remember y'all remember this. Remember when I used to always say I want to disappear?
Yeah, to Florida.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But that was me being depressed. I wanted to just escape. I wanted to leave.
Yeah, my shit was like that, but I wanted to leave Earth, nigga.
I
Like,
know.
not go to
But
Florida, nigga.
But that's what I'm saying. I never thought about the death. Never came to mind. It always was go somewhere else to the mountains or something, or go somewhere isolated from everybody. But it was never death. Never crossed my mind.
You know what? For me, it's like even if I go to the mountains, I still got the
Hmm.
same brain. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That shit don't. My brain don't change. Like the shit that's up here don't change. You know, like
Hmm.
so.
That reminds me of an interview I watched with Mike Tyson, and I keep calling this man a shaman. I don't think he is a shaman. I don't know what he is, but he's well respected in his culture. He was basically saying like the reason that, and I don't know if he said depression, but it was along this like the reason that people are unhappy rather than like animals and stuff. Like the only thing that separates us from animals is opportunities. Like animals aren't like, well, actually, now I think about it, some animals might be depressed, like animals in the zoos or whatever.
Yeah.
But basically, his argument was animals are not like depressed or anything like that. Like they live their life. And he was saying the reason that we don't is because we have all these opportunities. And because we have these opportunities, it gives us room to feel like we are underachieving or um, not doing what we should be doing or not doing all of the things that we could be
That we
doing.
could
You
be
feel what I'm
doing.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like he was basically saying like people need to learn how to exist in their self and in the present, not be, and basically kind of like you can, you can control your emotions, you know what I'm saying? Like by choice, so to speak. So, and I'm paraphrasing obviously, but
Well,
I think that kind of plays into, I guess, what you're saying in that if depression was not a sickness, like an actual condition. Like to me, when I think about depression, I think of like cancer, like conditions. You know what I'm saying? Like there are tactics that you can use to battle it, but it can come and it can go.
But also, animals don't have iPhones with Instagram on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So you can see everybody around the world, so you can really see how much of a fucking failure you are. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what else animals don't have?
What?
Animals don't have the security of not being eaten by something else. I mean, some animals do, but like
Yeah.
there, if you had to live like an animal, your life would be. You would assume your life would be way more stressful
I think my
than it
life would be
is
better, bro.
now.
Like if we was in nature, like if we was all living like cavemen, I think everyone would be happier. Like if we had to go out and hunt for food and gather berries and shit and make fire and shit and like build our own shit, I think we'd all be happier, bro.
Saw a video of a pregnant zebra getting eaten by hyenas,
Yeah.
and they pulled the baby out her stomach, ate the baby, and ate her while she was still alive.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think that's more stressful?
That's life. That's
Yeah,
life,
but
bro.
do you think you want to live that life?
How who's to say we not living it right now? Like now,
Are you getting
sure.
eaten through your?
Hold
Are
on, hold
you
on.
getting eaten through your dick?
Sure, we're not getting like eaten, but like you can make parallels to like you know what I'm saying, life now and to but like my point is like take away all the technology and shit that's supposed to make our lives better. I think that shit really just make our lives worse. Like because like
Yeah.
I was listening to Rogan and I think like it was like I'm about to fuck this all the way up, but it's like a principle of like 500, right? So it's like you're supposed to have five close friends, 10, 10 somewhat friends, like 100 associates, and then 250 people that you just keep in contact with every now and then. The point is, like, once that number goes over 500 people, like that's when like shit goes crazy. Like I can't quote the nigga exactly, but it made hella sense when he was talking about it. Like, but apparently it's like once we go outside of like we supposed to be communities, you know what I'm saying? Like and once numbers reach outside of that, like but I can't explain it as good as he did. But yeah, I don't know.
Do I agree with life be more a little bit better without all of this technology?
A simpler life, bro. Like because
Yeah,
look,
I do. I agree if life was a little more simpler, everything would be a little bit better.
Tay, Bugattis exist. You don't want one?
No.
You don't want one? I want one. I probably would never get one. You know what I'm saying?
I would like to have a helicopter, but
Uh,
I think
yeah.
we give I think we give too much credit to outside influences.
No, I'm
I
saying.
think
Go
I
ahead.
think if we can get in tune with ourselves, with our mind, with our body, with our emotions,
and with the lower,
and we have better control, all that stuff won't matter.
Bro,
It won't matter to the point where it can actually affect you internally. Like right now, we let too many outside forces affect us internally. If we can control our internal,
bruh,
it can exist and it not bother us.
I think I am in tune with my mind. But that shit don't. So like these things exist, and you don't want them. Like you don't want you don't think you deserve the nice things. Like shit exists on a different level. Like and you saying you don't want them.
I'm not saying that because there are things that I want now that I don't have, but not necessarily because I can't have them. It's just I've made the choice not to get them. I could get them, but in
I'm
the grand scheme of things, what are my goals? Like in life, there's always opportunity cost. There's always going to be something that you cannot have. You know what I mean?
Exactly. If we
So
was living in like cavemen, there would not be no things because
yeah, well,
all we would know
cave will
is,
be bigger. Somebody will have a bigger cave than you.
and you know what
Somebody
we
will have
do? We go fight for it, nigga. Winner get the
a.
big cave, nigga. Simple, nigga. Simple. Like, it's figured out. Ain't no police, nigga, nothing. Let's just fight. Like, and the winner get the big cave. Like, done, nigga. Like, I don't
The
know,
big
man.
cave.
But yeah,
Oh
I don't
man.
know, man.
Yes, man, it's something to think about. I mean, it's something I ain't gonna say I haven't thought about. Because I'll be trying to be simple now. Like,
Yeah,
Brittany will tell you, I'm simple. I'll be trying to be simple because I feel better when I'm simple.
yeah. I'm simple too, but nice things exist, and just cause they cost a certain amount, it don't. And I don't want them just cause I can't have them. But it's like I want to experience that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like the next man.
Hmm.
Like I see it with my eyes, and I see that it's nice. Why wouldn't I want that shit? Like, like, but
Everybody wants their own. They have their own things that they want. That appeals to them
yeah,
and that they want to do. So, and they can't do it or they can't have it or it's taking too long to get there or whatever the case may be.
yeah,
I think they always gonna be there no matter the magnitude of whatever it is. No matter how much we have or how little we have, I think it's always gonna be there. And just because you could kill somebody and take it if in your scenario,
Well, he didn't
no,
say kill them.
mean,
You just saying fight about it and
yeah.
whoever wins.
Because at the end, it'll still be like a community. Like, you know what
oh
I'm
no,
Yeah.
saying?
you're gonna fight to the death.
Hey,
Because if you think you're gonna beat me once and take my cave, it's not gonna work like that.
well, I beat you today. I'm moving into the cave. We'll fight again tomorrow for the cave.
No, I'm gonna kill you when you try to go to sleep in my cave. Drag your body outside for anybody else that want to try next.
Look, we just fight every day for the cave, man. That'll occupy our whole life. Think about that. Think about that. If we fight for a cave every day, that's all we're gonna think about is fighting each other every day.
That's that sounds ideal to you. That's how you want to spend your life.
Hey, sound good to me, shit.
Or you could just go build your own.
Nah, he need to go build his own cave. He's
But
trying to take
nah,
my cave.
what if he got the cave overlooking the horizon or some shit? You know what I'm saying? He got the cave, you know what I'm saying, with the good view and shit. Like,
The
So you want
sunset.
so you gonna take his woman too if he got the best
I
looking
don't want his
woman?
woman. Nah, I don't want his woman.
Yeah, but he gonna take her.
I ain't gonna take her. I gotta feed
You
her
already
ass.
took the cave. You said you gonna beat.
I said, nah, I would have to feed her ass. I ain't trying to feed her. Food hard to come by. You gotta go hunt and gather? No. You on your own, man.
Oh man.
But if
Nah.
things was more simpler, your mindset would be like hunting and all that stuff wouldn't
Yeah.
bother you.
And the bigger cave probably wouldn't even bother you because the whole community would probably be starving. Y'all try and go out and catch something to eat, man. Like,
Hmm.
but I think like our basic needs are met. So it's like, what now? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like what do we do now? Like, but like our parents, their basic needs wasn't met. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they had to go. Well, my grandparents did have to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Just for scraps. You know, like
I mean, our parents are still working now, so
facts, facts. Yeah.
And I know you don't believe, but in this mark, but I do so. Our creator is a creator. He has an artistic brain of creation. So we was gonna evolve regardless in that state. Like we couldn't stick to a simpler form because our brain is meant to create things. And we were gonna always create.
speaking of creating, and our brain was gonna always fix like what you said. Did y'all know?
Look at that transition, Mr.
Did y'all
Transition.
know? Did y'all know that? Okay, humans are more closely related with mushrooms than your typical green plant. is to mushrooms.
It's like 98% or something, right? It's something crazy.
So mushrooms are more related to humans than they are to
Yeah.
plants.
So actually, the stone ape theory, right? So like this theory is what
The
tip.
Stone Eight theory.
Yeah. So like this is a no. Hear me out. So this is a theory on how we evolved, right? So like we cavemen and shit running around dumb as fuck, right? So like motherfuckers thought that like when it rained, that was God crying, right? Because
Mm-hmm.
like every time it rained, shit would sprout up from the ground, right? So they're like, oh shit, like these are these plants from God, right? Mushrooms, right? So they eat the
Mm-hmm.
mushrooms and they get high and they get enlightened to like, yo, like what could life actually be? There's a video of like this jaguar in the jungle, right? Ate some mushroom. He's fucked up, right? The nigga's just laying down in the jungle, just like looking at the fucking clouds, bro. A jaguar, bro. Like, and so like, I don't think when you first hear it, it's like, yo, that's crazy. But like, is it crazy? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But I see what you're saying, but what about it?
what about what?
What are you saying?
You saying what point you was getting at?
Yeah, what's crazy about it? Like what you saying?
Um, I was going off what I forgot what Tay said that made me think about that. Tay said something about
Brain being creative.
fuck. Oh no, the evolution, right? From
Mhm.
you said like God is a creative brain, so like our brains wasn't gonna stay like in the caveman level, but
In
like
a simple form, yeah.
but for everything that like religion answers, science also has an answer for.
No, it don't.
It does.
How does okay? What science answer is for God?
It's imaginary.
That science answer. So, what science answer for how matter and all that was created?
Big Bang.
But Big Bang, how did it Big Bang create matter? How did it happen?
Hey,
Listen,
don't you think it's odd that they're able to date these things back so many years? They're like 5 billion years ago, the sun was a dwarf.
I
How
do.
do we know that?
I do think that.
How?
And apparently, we just got a radio wave from a distant galaxy that was sent 8 billion years ago or some shit. So
How did they figure that? Because I saw something that was saying like we haven't actually proven that the Earth's core is was it like magma or
molten,
whatever?
yeah,
Yeah, we haven't actually proven that. You know, like it's theory that we're teaching.
yeah. You will have to dig to that motherfucker, right?
Right.
Yeah,
Probably wouldn't
So
make it.
how I don't know. It's just these days when I hear stuff, I'm just
yeah,
like y'all saying that's true, but I don't necessarily believe it. You feel what I'm saying? Like, because I don't. I guess because I don't understand how you would be able to prove that. You know what I mean?
yeah. Tay used to say all the time that like he didn't believe in science, like, but and now I get it because like you like motherfuckers will do a study and it'll be like it'll come to this conclusion. So for instance, like I was recently looking up that like people they say like red meat is inflammatory and it's like it increases like your morbidity all over, right? And the studies they use are first off they're really small and the only like subjective part of the study is that they all eat red meat. It don't take into account like what else they do in their life, bro. They could be smoking cigarettes all day, drinking liquor all day, like eating candy all day. Like all we know is that they ate red meat and they died early from like a heart attack or something. Like you know what I'm saying? So
Right.
science ain't perfect, like by a long shot. Like you
But
know,
that's yeah. I remember that them
yeah,
debates we used to have back when we were 16 and 17 when I used to
yeah,
be like, about science. So I remember those days.
yeah. Um, so you was right. You was right, man. But it's
I don't
like
say I was right. It was just, you know,
You gotta
Like
look
Fallon
deeper.
said, there's some things that make sense.
Yeah,
You know.
you gotta look at it deeper, cause like they'll come to a conclusion that maybe you wouldn't have come. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Hmm.
I
You're
always
right.
have questions for shit. Like, and I
You
guess
have
that's
to,
go ahead.
and I was about to say it's the same thing when you used to ask me about the Lord, and I
Yeah,
just tell you the same thing. I got my own questions too.
yeah,
Like I'm not saying this as a definitive thing because I don't know.
yeah,
I got my questions too.
yeah.
So it's the same thing. I'm gonna have questions.
I think that's one thing like my masters grad school taught me is like to fucking read fucking journals, read studies, and like dissect them shits. Like I wasn't doing that shit before. Like not to this level. So
So the quick question is off the subject. I had a guy tell me recently that he was doing study and all this research and whatever, and at one point in time in life that the world itself was ran by all women.
what world was that?
Yeah,
Like what time period was that?
there's some far when people were. He said that he's all he said is back when people were worshiping the sun.
Aztecs or the Mayans?
I have no clue. He
The
didn't specify
Amazons?
that.
He
He
talking
didn't
about Wonder Woman.
specify that, but he was just saying at one point, and I told him I disagree with you wholeheartedly. But
Well,
he
the
was like one
Africans did
point.
believe in pagan
So,
gods and shit. Like
but I'm just saying. He said it was not. He said at one point there was nothing but women on this world.
that don't
There
make
was no
sense.
men.
That don't
Yeah,
make sense.
look,
How we here?
this what he believed in, and he told me he
Well, is
I can't
that
remember what he told me. What he said he did research, so I can't remember what he told me he did his research at. But
Tay?
this is what he came up with.
Is that more far fetched than believing that a virgin had a baby?
No,
I mean, where?
because I believe God exists, so God can do anything.
How she had that
So
baby? She
if
a virgin?
God want to put a baby in your stomach, He'll put it in your stomach.
Dick all in
He's
your
God,
stomach? Okay.
so He's God. If He wanted to make my dick disappear and give me a vagina, he can do it because He's
You gonna
God.
be a she then?
He's God. He can do it. If He want to change my whole biological metrics, He can do it
Nigga still a he to
because He's
me.
God.
Yeah.
So, it won't be that way because He'll change your brain waves to thinking that I'm a female. So you have no control of that.
No, I don't think that's how that works. That might be your God, my God.
No, what I'm saying, I'm not, what I'm saying is he has that type of power. I'm not saying he would do that.
Mm-mm.
And my thing is, science ain't perfect, right? But
Yeah.
at least there's some like there's questions, but there's some proof there. Whereas to me, on the other side, there's none. Like there's no proof of anything.
How are you here?
My mom had me.
How is she here?
Her mom had her.
How is she here?
We can do this all day.
Yeah, we can get to
Like,
how is any human being here on this planet?
hey, look,
How is this planet here?
crazy shit happen in nature, man. Like
Okay, so
there's
if
still
that's the
species
case,
of animals that are we don't know about on Earth because
and
we've only explored like 10% of the ocean, bro. Like we don't know what
and
the
and that
fuck's down there.
and that's fine. But I like to always take my time to piss on Big Bang. So um Big Bang, shit came together, Earth got created. Wow, it just came together and created. Okay, so why there's not multiple Earths created?
There's like actually 9 Earths.
Where?
Venus, Mars, Pluto, Jupiter, fucking.
No, this is Earth, that's Venus, that's Mars, that's Pluto, and that's Jupiter. They're their own planet. We're talking about Earth with other humans, with
How do
other
we know it's not
everything.
other humans on these other planets, bro? How do we know it's not life on these other planets, bro? We've
Well,
only
all I
sent shit to
know,
Mars, bro. Like
well, was there life on Mars?
from the limited fucking evidence that they have, there's water there, so
Is there life on
they
Mars?
don't know.
They sent several cameras there, and there's never been a person seen.
Hey,
Right, right.
No.
So you can assume there's not gonna be any. And then think about all
You
the
know
other
what they say
planets
when you
that's
assume.
yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Think about all the other planets that's away from the sun. Like people would be dead.
Or they fucking are that's the climate that their body's used to. How you know if they came to Earth they wouldn't fucking burn up because it's too hot? Like
How long has the Earth been around? We haven't
I don't
seen
know.
any other life
We just got a
because
fucking radio signal from a galaxy.
it means it doesn't exist. Like why does it take why do it takes this long to find other life?
bro,
We've been around forever.
when Elon goes to fucking Jupiter
Uh-huh.
and brings back a human, we'll revisit this conversation, nigga. All right.
Hey,
What?
hey, hey. I
What?
would jump off Mount
Don't
Everest
do that.
if he
Oh
bring a if
God.
he bring a
Don't do
human back.
that. Don't do that, man.
I'm going to do it.
Don't jump
Cause
off Everest.
that's how I believe that this ain't true. How hard my heart knows that this ain't true. I would jump off Mount Everest.
Bruh, my whole point is there's a whole universe that we have not discovered because we're unable to. Like,
And you're right. You're exactly right. We are unable to. We'll never get to.
yeah.
We're gonna speak to what we know right now. There's an Earth
But
with
we
people
don't
on
know
it.
that there's no life on these planets, so you can't
I
speak
know
to
no,
that.
that's why I'm eliminating it. I'm going to eliminate it altogether because we don't know.
Okay.
We're going to talk about what we're going to
Okay.
talk about what we do know, right? So we know that we're on Earth, and we know that there's people here. How did these people get here on this Earth?
Um, I wasn't a biology major, so I couldn't tell you. If I was a biology major, I'd be on your ass right now.
Should be like,
Yeah. I'll do some research and then next pod. Matter of fact, I might ask. I'll go ask Chat GPT how humans got here.
I'm pretty sure they
I'd
have
be
an answer.
interested to see his answer.
Bruh,
Exactly. I'm pretty sure they have an answer for you.
fun fact, I told that shit to make a description for this video. So I'm gonna use that as the description for this video. It made a description for this vid.
Oh, I look forward to seeing that. Did y'all hear about the
Me
dude
too.
that made the app that can detect if something was written by ChatGPT?
Wait, what?
No. What?
Yeah, it's a dude that made an app. It's
Why?
called
Why would he do that?
GPT Zero, and it can detect if something was created by ChatGPT.
Do they
And
tell
he's
you
like,
how?
If some created like a script?
yeah, like if something was written by ChatGPT, it'll know.
Hmm.
Also, I saw something that said like somebody asked ChatGPT to tell it. I think it said like, what are some of the drawbacks of ChatGPT or something like that. It asked ChatGPT, and it gave a long explanation of why it can't talk bad about ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And
And
they were like, this is one of our concerns,
And
basically.
if you look far enough back into anything, you can find some unethical shit, right? So in my research for this, because I did do some research, you know what I'm saying? So in order to get this shit from being biased and racist and misogynistic, right? Because all this shit is the GPT is generative pre-trained transformer, right? So the whole point of that shit is you give it a sentence and it predicts the next word after it, right? So it takes everything from the internet, right? And uses that shit as a model to build the responses that it uses, right? So in order to stop that shit from saying shit like so one thing like someone put in was like write me a program that will determine if a software engineer is good, right? That shit said if race equals white and gender equals male, then software engineer is good. Else is bad. Legit, right? Now
Wow.
looking into the people that like actually were responsible for like removing the bias from this AI, right? They hired some people from Kenya, right? Paid them $2 an hour to go through like this text and images of shit from everywhere that is scraped and to remove the bias or report the bias from it, right? And apparently shit was so bad, all these niggas quit, right? They was like, yo, there was a therapist provided for them and shit, but it was like it didn't matter because like they worked them so much and like all the shit that they was reading like made them depressed, like so like at the end of the day, like what like what are we doing, like
Exactly.
but it's fun though. That shit spit out a description for us. Like
It was
legit.
good, or are you just gonna use it regardless?
You want me to read it to you?
Uh,
So
I do, but I don't know if it's. Yeah, go ahead, because everybody might not be able to see it who's listening to this.
yeah. So I said make a funny YouTube description for 3 friends doing a podcast named Lost for Words, right? So it says join 3 bumbling besties as they embark on a journey to find the perfect words and probably get lost along the way. Lost for Words podcast is where humor meets language and anything can happen. From tongue twisters to puns, get ready to be tickled pink or red from embarrassment. In this comical conversation, subscribe now and let's get lost.
Good description.
Well, actually, the part about puns and stuff, we ain't doing no damn puns.
Yeah, we ain't
Yeah,
doing no
yeah,
puns.
yeah.
But that's funny.
Yeah.
Get
That
tickled
is
pink.
funny.
Tickled
It is
pink or
funny.
red.
That is funny.
Yeah.
Hey, if the algorithm pick it up, we have to use them more often.
Word, bruh. Bruh, oh shit. I can ask that shit. I'm gonna ask that shit to make some tags, yeah. Make YouTube tags for this video. See what it comes up with.
Exactly.
What's the worst that could happen?
Yeah. This is gonna be some bullshit.
Your computer blow up.
But
yeah.
fellas, I think we've been going over 2 hours, man.
Yeah.
What was the original time limit?
It wasn't a time limit. I was just saying.
I don't know, but I gotta pee. I've been holding it for a minute.
Gotta go before we start, man.
I did. You know how it worked.
Yeah, I just drank this Waterloo too. But no, so the plan is to go upload every 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, expect another one of these in 2 weeks from us. But it's been fun catching up, man. It's been way too long, man.
Yeah, definitely. This was good, man. And for those listening
I enjoyed
or
this.
watching wherever you at, definitely leave us some comments. You can leave some feedback. You can leave some topics that you wish we touched on, or leave your opinion about something that we said, whether you rock with it or you don't.
If you got some jokes,
like,
you know what I'm saying?
Comment,
wanna hear.
share,
Crack
subscribe.
on one of these niggas, you know what I'm saying?
But yeah, man.
But yeah, we'll see y'all. It's been fun, man. Hey, rest in peace, Young Dolph, and rest in peace, Takeoff, man. And we'll see y'all in 2 weeks.
All right.